Let me at him!
Well, there it is. Hello and welcome to the second game between InquisitiveHawk and Foggy. We can see that this game is being played on Turtle Rock, and both players are opposite each other on the map. So often do they actually spawn in close positions, and as a human player spawning in a close position to a Night Elf player, that could lead to a lot of towers, but we're not going to see that because that isn't the case. We're going to start off nice and sensible. You got your barracks, you got your altar of kings. Expect to see Archmage and Footman at the start from InquisitiveHawk, alongside a lot of creeping. Hawk is going to want to soak up all of those creeps that he can get, whilst avoiding any potential mana burns from a demon hunter that will be in pursuit of his Archmage. Foggy rather, now filling up his entangled gold mine, is going to be putting this Ancient of War here for the sole purpose of actual defense, as well as actually creeping out the turtles nearby. Now what you can do in this position as a Night Elf player, if you want to, and this is the only position where you can do it safely, is put your Ancient of War here and then creep out the Goblin Merchant camp up there, but we're not seeing that, so I don't think Foggy's in the mood for taking any immediate risks. Both players now scouting at the 11:45 time of day in game. Wisp and Militia both finding that neither player is near each other. So where are they? The scouts will have to continue, and this Wisp is going to do his job, and he's going to move around. Where is he going though? Is he going for top? Is he going for the left side? I'm curious to see what his thinking pattern is here. It looks like he's going for top, so the top is his main concern. As the Night Elf player, Foggy is thinking, right, if my opponent is not right next to me, the next place I need to be concerned about is at the very top position. So that's interesting, but it makes sense because that's technically the next closest position to where he currently is. Ancient of War here, healing up from the trees. He doesn't want to finish off anything with that Ancient of War, who seriously packs a punch, so he can't actually even finish off that hatchling there. Otherwise, if you kill something with the Ancient of War, you're not going to get the experience with your hero. So the Demon Hunter's going to be able to finish this off. Meanwhile, InquisitiveHawk, using 4 Militia alongside his Footman, is creeping out this little camp. What is he going to get as a reward from this Ogre Warrior right here? Circlet of Nobility, never a bad item to get at the start of the game. Certainly very useful. And a Slippers of Agility for the Demon Hunter, which is basically an ideal item there from the Turtle. And he's going to move in here. He's going to try to get a mana burn off. Archmage going to be denied any more water elementals from this point on for the immediate moment. Archer just keeping an eye on things, but can't get too close because one Archer versus a few Footmen is not going to have a good time. InquisitiveHawk with the Scout Tower at the back. He's probably going to upgrade that, but maybe he wants to get the tech first by the looks of it, because he's almost there wood-wise. And it does look like Hawk always wants to creep. This is what he wants to do. He doesn't want to get too distracted, so anytime he can get a moment to creep, he's going to do it. But the problem is the Demon Hunter is going to be able to pick up the item, which is another Slippers of Agility. Very, very good for him. He's currently sitting at +6 damage, +1/8 armor, and +6 agility at the start of the game, which is amazing for a Demon Hunter. And we do see the tech now going down for InquisitiveHawk. InquisitiveHawk still trying to pick off the creeps, trying to get the experience from it and the gold. What little gold he gets from it. Archer's now shadow melded. Interesting. I guess InquisitiveHawk isn't in position to pick up the Dust of Appearance. Foggy moving in here, going to get himself another boost of speed. Perfect timing. Demon Hunter with boost of speed and +6 agility is pretty damn beastie at the start of the game, I've got to say. At the very start of the game, that is pretty much ideal situation. It looks like Foggy's coming down here to creep out the Goblin Merchant camp. One of the main benefits of doing this is to try to get the Ogre Magi down so you can get the Watch Award, but he might not engage. He actually just goes for the Dust of Appearance, not even a boost of speed. It's almost like he knows he's being followed, because he is being followed, and there it is. The Demon Hunter is hot in pursuit, and he wants to get a mana burn. At least Hawk gets one water elemental out, so even if he does suffer from a mana burn here, it's not going to be the end of the world, because he's at least got that water elemental. And like I told you, Hawk is going to want to creep, creep, creep. But unfortunately, Foggy, I think, got the last hit there because he leveled up and he gets a Mantle of Intelligence. Now, not the best item for the Demon Hunter, but if he denies InquisitiveHawk's Archmage from getting the Intelligence, which is basically an ideal item for the Archmage, that is a huge success in itself. So it looks like a really good start here for Foggy, as well as it can do as a Night Elf player generally, whilst you're taking up towards basically Dryads, which I assume he is going for, because we can see a Hunter's Hall being built, which is going to basically be created or finished off by the time roughly the tier 2 has been reached. We can see an archer maybe edging towards a tavern, maybe moving back to base. I'm not sure what hero we're going to see here from Foggy. Is he going to get a second hero immediately? Is it going to be a Naga Sea bitch? We don't know. Yes, I said it. You got to hear the Naga Sea bitch. Why would she be called a witch? It's her name. She's a bitch. Here's the Hawk. Is he going to be getting himself his own second hero? It looks like he really wants to. There it is! It's the Naga Sea bitch! Oh, she's out. Hawk's going to lose. No, he's not. He actually gets to save that footman. The frost arrows from the Naga Sea bitch denying the Demon Hunter from chasing him any further. Oh my goodness, there was a potential there for a surround. The Demon Hunter really wants to get the second hero here from the tavern, but still can't quite manage to do it because he's being blocked off by the militia here. You can quite clearly see, I mean, there isn't a hero here coming out for Foggy. He really wants to get that tavern hero, but he needs to edge close enough to the tavern to get the select option from it. And we can see rifles now being produced. It is another Naga Sea bitch from Foggy, and we're going to see double Naga Sea bitch. Frost Arrow is going to definitely guarantee a kill here. That's why the Naga Sea bitch is so good at an early tier 2 point in the game. Is Frost Arrows are a very powerful ability. As long as you've got a decent hero and a little bit of an armor, you can pick off units very quickly and easily. Ancient of Law here, almost definitely going to go down with this continued harass, which is really harsh here for Foggy. He's only going to have one Ancient of Law to suffer and build units with, but he could have a potential surround here, which means that Hawk realizes this and teleports out. Smart thing to do, because he would have been in a rough spot if he wanted to try and run out of that. Foggy now having to probably build another Ancient of Law, which might slow down his tech further, so that's pretty nasty. InquisitiveHawk has one Arcane Sanctum up, only one Blacksmith at the back. He hasn't got the wood. So I think using those militia to basically secure his position in the middle of the map was the sacrifice he made. He wanted dominance over that middle. He wanted to slow down Hawk from getting the second hero, but as a slight punishment for doing that, he's now suffering for wood. Foggy just trying to pick off units here. He could pass over that Mantle of Intelligence onto the Naga Sea bitch if he wishes to, which will give her a little bit more damage, but this is all from an observer slash spectator point of view. It's very easy to say this. When you're in game, your mind isn't always thinking this way. There's so much to concentrate on, especially at a high level of play. 2 rifles, 3 footmen and a priest for Hawk alongside his Archmage. Level 2 really wants to get level 3 on that Archmage, I bet. And it looks like Foggy might be able to get quick access here to the Ogre Magi. Who's going to get it? It looks like Foggy gets it, and he also gets the Watch Award, which is in a great position. That's going to grant him permanent vision between, well, it will give him permanent vision of anything stepping over this area, which is the best place to have it, because this is the lead up area towards his opponent's base. I think he might have just picked up that water elemental before it actually evaded there. But level 3 has been achieved for InquisitiveHawk's Archmage. And we can see Clarity Pot being used by his Archmage as well. Scroll of Healing being picked up, a very useful item for human and Night Elf alike, because they have squishy-ish units. So it's very good to have a Scroll of Healing if you are a human or a Night Elf. We do see the second Ancient of Law has been built away in the middle of the base, pretty much at the back of the base, just trying to make sure he doesn't lose those. He's in a good position here to defend here, Foggy. A couple of water elementals here. He might want to use a couple of Moonwells, Wisps to try to detonate here and get rid of those water elementals, but the Demon Hunter's in a little bit of trouble there, but the Staff of Preservation saves him, keeps him going. It does look like he's got a Scroll of Rejuvenation, just Rejuvenation cast on him by the bear, who's in a really bad spot. The militia is actually perfectly positioned there to deny the bear from slipping into that gap and escaping any more harass. Oh my goodness, Hawk is really coming in here strong here. He's got more militia. They're going to turn into peasants. They're blocking off the Demon Hunter, who's in a lot of trouble. Rejuvenation being cast on the Demon Hunter. He still has it, but he's got slow on him, which really slows down his attacks, and it makes it hard for him to escape. But he has got that Rejuvenation ticking. Ancient of War rather, is up and running, just trying to help defend. It does look like Foggy might be able to push this back slightly. He's going for the Rifleman. He's going to pick them off. Priest is surely to go down next. Ah, lovely little mana burn there, denying any more slows from the Sorks. Rifleman being picked off here. This is actually really going quite nicely for Hawk there. He almost had it for a moment there. The Demon Hunter soaking up so much damage. Staff of Preservation being used once more, keeping the Demon Hunter going. He's going to soak up anything he can, potentially from the Moonwells, and just get back into the fight when possible. Is the bear? Oh, he's not quite there. 125 mana required. There it is. The bear taking up whatever Moonwell juice he can, giving the mana to the bear to allow a rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter. Going to keep him in the fight. First Spellbreaker stepping in. We can see that there's still only one Arcane Sanctum pushing units out. The wood is still low for InquisitiveHawk. It looks like we can see Foggy sitting at 33 food here versus what? 45 food there from InquisitiveHawk, so that's pretty nice for InquisitiveHawk. He's still got a Water Elemental up, nice and healthy. He's just going to be giving the Demon Hunter a hard time. The bear is on 51 mana, so there's no more rejuvenations, and there isn't a tier 3 research completed yet for the bear. Staff of Preservation just trying to keep him alive. Archer's now in trouble. Spellbreaker going down, Fort Lightning on both the heroes. Demon Hunter just trying to spread out any damage he can do, but the Orb of Venom has been passed over to the Naga Sea Witch, which is interesting here because she might actually not be... Well, she's run out a little bit on mana, so she might switch from Frost Arrows from time to time specifically, or just now start using Fort Lightning. Oh my goodness, Demon Hunter really going heavy on there on the Archmage, but the Archmage denying the Demon Hunter and killing him in the process. It looks very nasty here for Foggy. Once again in a tough spot. He is sitting at 28 food versus InquisitiveHawk, who is currently on what looks like 44 food. Peasants starting to build towers. It looks like that Naga Sea Witch is somewhat useful though. With the it was not a bad idea to pass over the Orb of Venom, because at least she can still do something in this battle. Just try and spread the damage. Keep the priests using up their mana, because the priests burn through that mana when they have to constantly heal units with the damage over time effect from the Orb of Venom. Almost getting the kill here on the Naga Sea Witch. Switching to Frost Arrows, maybe every now and then. Look at that. That is some awesome micro there from Foggy there. He was doing switch between Frost Arrows and then back to taking it off so he can get an Orb of Venom hit, and then back into Frost Arrows, getting himself the kill on both the heroes. Amazing play there from Foggy. He's going to actually push back this attack here. Level 3 Demon Hunter, level 3 Naga Sea Bitch. Rifle being picked off, desperately trying to get back. Now the Sorceress is in trouble. I actually thought that Hawk had this for a moment, but both heroes are currently out for Foggy, and Hawk might be in a bit of trouble here because his resources aren't too great. He's not currently building a hero, but he's actually getting it from the tavern, so he's decided to get his Naga Sea Bitch, who's only level 2, from the tavern, which is going to soak up all of his resources that he has spare in a desperate attempt to try to slow down Foggy's pursuit. But unfortunately, the Naga Sea Bitch from Foggy has enough mana for, oh my goodness, Orb of Venom and Frost Arrow attack, picking off another hero. Oh my goodness. I honestly thought that Hawk had that one, but he did not. He really did not at the end there. That was amazing comeback there from Foggy. That was just brilliant. Really well done there. I was so convinced that Hawk had that, and then when Foggy just came back there at the last moment there, that hero sniping from the Naga Sea Bitch, Frost Arrow to Orb of Venom switch consistently. Awesome micro. I love to see that sort of thing. Okay, well, this is the second video in this series. If you wish to see more, then subscribe, like and comment. I will be continuing to upload these to my YouTube channel, WTiiWarcraft. And you can also catch me streaming every now and then at twitch.tv/witty. And take care. I'll see you later.